They have one of the toughest jobs, and we're honoring them this month. May is Oncology Nursing Month, and I want to bring in one of them, Miss Sabina Suggs. She is an RN with Intermountain Healthcare. Sabina, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Of course. Now, I love your story. You were a cancer patient yourself, and that's what inspired you to become an oncology nurse. Tell us about it.
Yes. So 23 and a half years ago, I was a leukemia patient on the very unit where I am now a nurse. And that ultimately is why I am where I am.
I love it. And so walk us back to that time, 23 years ago. I'm sure it felt very dismal and scary. And, the nurses walking you through it. Tell us about it.
Yes. So as a patient, the diagnosis itself is very overwhelming. And your life just comes to a standstill for a moment there. One thing that was really difficult is back then you weren't allowed to even leave your room.
Wow.
And so it was very isolative. And so having the interaction with the nurses was really the only, and the care team was really the only interactions we had. Since then, we've learned that getting out of your room and moving is super, super important, not only psychologically, but physically. And one thing that I've been able to implement on our floor is called the Motivated to Move program. And that is where we celebrate the steps that our patients take by completing a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon, and even up to a full marathon, where they're out of their rooms, they're walking, they're interacting with other patients on the floor, and they recognize that they're not in it alone. And because it does take a team, you're not fighting alone. Your nurses, your caregivers, your family members, the doctors, they all are there to coordinate your care and make sure that they're fighting right along with you. So as they celebrate those finish lines, we have a real finish line with crepe paper and bells and clappers and music, and it's a time to celebrate that they are still there, living and fighting. It's amazing.
Not fun. Sabina, LDS Hospital is so lucky to have you, because I think it's those little small moments that they cherish, and they rely on you. And like you said, so many of the doctors there to really help them through this journey. It's a scary time. You're walking them through your diagnosis, their treatments, different things. And so together, I think that one of the big things with oncology nursing, you guys are a big team, and you can tell that, right?
Yes, for sure. It is. We rely so much on each other as nurses. We coordinate with the doctors, with their coordinators, our dietitians. So important that we're able to focus on all the different facets of their care to make sure that they make it through.
I love it. Well, and Sabina, I love that at the age of 40, you decided you wanted to be a nurse, and you finally took the plunge and did it. So I think that other people watching, they may know that, if they've thought about being a nurse for a while, there's totally a possibility for them. So we're going to send them to your website, intermountainhealthcare.org, for more information. Sabina, thank you for all your work. You guys deserve this month and every other month and every day for all the work you do. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Jenny.